Good morning, Earthlings. Good morning, everyone. It is Aaron here, aka AJ, aka Papa. It is February 2nd, 2020, and I am back with another vlog to feast your eyes and ears indubitably upon my little sweet, sweet nuggets of blessing. Good morning, everyone. It is a little bit later on in the day than I normally start my vlog, and that's because I started an hour later at the bookstore today. We open later, so I start later. So I got to sleep in a little bit, which was pleasant. Last night was a good night. We had our friend Josh over again, and so I got some more baby time, which makes me super happy. My goddaughter Emmy was over, and she's so sweet and just such a good kid. She's a little over 1 year old, and she literally just chilled with me, snuggled with me. We watched a little Baby Bum, a little word party on Netflix, but she just was so chill and just so good and such a happy baby. It just was a pleasant evening. While we were watching some of those baby shows, which admittedly I don't love, I read a lot in Percy Jackson, Sea of Monsters, so I'm actually almost done with that book. And it's admittedly not as good as the first one, but I think there's something to be said for me like jumping right from one book into the next, and I think it steals a little bit of its nuance. So before I read the third book, I'm going to read something else, and then I'll jump back into the series. And that's not because book two wasn't great. I just fear that if I read them one right after the other, I'm going to lose something in it. I don't know. Maybe not, but that's what I'm going to do. So I'm currently just trying to figure out which book it's going to be. As soon as I figure it out, I'll let you guys know. Yoga got done, no problem. I did it while Emmy was watching some of her shows, which is hilarious because she kind of just kept looking at me like, "What in the world are you doing?" But it was pretty interesting. But I got it done and it was good, and I am a little sore today. I do notice though that I just am getting strong. And I'm so very proud of myself for that, and yeah. So I don't know. This whole yoga thing has been tremendously good for me, and I can see myself doing it, pretty much for the rest of my life. So that's awesome. Did not get to practice piano yesterday. I just kind of really couldn't because with watching Emmy and her watching her shows, it kind of left me in a place where I couldn't play piano because it would be disruptive, which is okay. I get off work at 7 o'clock tonight, so Zach and I are gonna go get groceries, which means we'll be home like 8:30 or so, and I'm gonna take that early night to really jump into the piano and get a lot of piano stuff done. So I'm looking forward to that because I do miss my daily practice of piano. So yeah, I found a loose leaf notebook today, which sounds hilarious, but it's like a binder, but it's soft cover and it's like loose leaf. You put loose leaf paper in it. So I did find that yesterday, so I'm going to use that as my journal, and today is the day where I'm going to dive back into it and really work on it. So as soon as I get finished with this vlog, I shall begin my journaling again, which has been long overdue. So guys, it's okay to be human, and I've said this to you before, mistakes will be made and there will be different seasons in your life, just forgive yourself and get back to doing the things that are important to you. Remember I talked about Grayson Chance, how I'd come across some of his music, and I have really dug into trying to find some more stuff by him that I really liked, and I haven't been successful. There's a second song that's kind of okay. It's called Shut Up. I think it was the single for the new album, which I think they made the wrong choice on that. I think the single was very naturally Yours. But that one's okay, but really in all actuality, the only good song that I've encountered by him is the song Yours. But I love the song. I have been bumping it every day. So it's a really great song. Check that out if you haven't. And I've still been just revisiting Blue Neighborhood by Troye Sivan as well, because it's just such an amazing album. Kesha's new album came out and I listened to all of that, and it's not good. It's actually really disappointing. There's maybe one song on there, two songs on there that's good, that are good. The rest of them, no. And the album is all over the place. This happened with Taylor Swift's last album as well. It's just all over the place. Like, I don't know if they produce them themselves or they don't have, like, the album is not cohesive. And on top of the album not being cohesive, the songs are just not good. It's so disappointing, because Kesha's last album, Rainbow, was so good, and this album is, she's trying to like revisit her days of debauchery, and it just don't work no more. It's not, I mean, it just doesn't work. I don't know. It's not good. All right, now I've talked too much about too many random things. So let's get to Zen quote of the day, shall we? Zen quote of the day comes from Tony Robbins. I've done quotes by him before. He is a life coach, and inspirational speaker, motivational speaker, author. The man has impacted billions of lives. He is such a cool individual. If you've not listened to anything he's done or read anything that he's written, I encourage you to do so. He will make an impact for sure. The quote goes like this: "Life will pay any price that you ask it to." I wanted to talk about one of the most basics of concepts today, and it occurred to me that in all of this law of attraction stuff that I talk about, and all of this spirituality, this universal law type of stuff, that sometimes I skip over just like the very most basic of things in the world. And today I just wanted to talk about asking. It's very easy for us to sit around and think about what we don't have, or what it is that we deserve but don't get, or think about what we would love to achieve in our life. And we think a lot of times that it has to do with our circumstances, or that we've been put in a position where we can't have it. But I wonder, did you ask for it? Sometimes success is not so much a matter of talent, but just pure audacity. Did you ask? I mean, not so much just did you ask the people around you, but did you ask the universe? I mean, it's great to ask people around you for what you need, especially emotionally, especially, in relationships. It's great to ask for what you need, but spiritually, or success-wise, or aspiration-wise, or dream-wise, are you asking for what you want from the universe? Are you asking God to bring into your life the things that you want to achieve and see in your life? If you haven't asked, how do you expect to get them? I mean, yes, the universe already knows what you want, but sometimes the act of asking is the most important part of it all. The asking is the faith portion of it. The asking is coming to the universe and saying, I trust the process enough, I trust you enough with my dreams to ask you and believe that you will supply these things for me. And so, we talked about faith being an action, and sometimes that action is just asking, or just trusting the universe enough to be bold enough to ask. We don't have to grovel and beg for the things that we want in life. It is our lot in life to have what we should so desire, so long as it is of pure intent, and so long as it doesn't harm others. So we should be boldly asking. We should be specifically asking. We should be asking for what it is that we want, and we should be doing so daily. And the more that we ask for, especially with big things, if we ask for those things daily, that in itself is focus. That in and of itself is a focus on a goal that it is that you want to see achieved in your life. Now, there is a trick to how you ask, and it is to ask in a way of knowing that it's already yours, okay? So we don't ask the universe for things in a begging, whiny way, right? We ask for them in a bold, assertive, knowing way. So for instance, let's just say something super simple. I wanted a free cup of coffee today. I would say, I today am so grateful and so very thankful that you have supplied unto me a free cup of coffee today. I so appreciate it. I feel within my heart the purest of gratitude for this that you have brought unto me. You don't have to use the same wording that I do. I tend to talk like old-timey when I'm asking for things, mostly just because it seems prayerful and I just like the way that it sounds. But you are asking in a way that is basically saying, I already know that you're going to give it to me. I already know that it's mine because I have such faith in the process and in the universe that I already know that it's mine. But it is your way of asserting or asking what it is that you would like the universe to bring into your life. And so it's not so much asking as much as asserting, but it is asking. I mean, the universe knows that you don't presently have it, but you are saying I presently have it so that the universe can match your intention with the situation that makes it so. So, like I was telling you, you always have to think from the end result, and this is where people get mixed up. You know, whenever we ask, we assert. Whenever we desire something, we assume it's already there. And in that way, we can connect ourselves directly to the having. The having comes by feeling currently connected to. Now, I didn't mean to get into all of the specifics of it, but the whole point of this video is, have you asked about it? You have to ask in order to get it, guys. So get out there and get bold about what it is you want. Ask boldly for the things that you would like to have, and ask from a place of knowing that it's already yours. Ask from a place of assuming that you are already connected to the person, places, or things that will bring that situation, thing, or desire into your life, because it happens every single time that you place focus. You ask, you place focus, you connect yourself emotionally to a place of knowing. It comes every single time, and we can take control of our lives. And it's not a selfish thing to want and to assume that we deserve, because we do deserve, and we were placed into this physical plane of existence for the purposes of learning that we do deserve, and that we can bring into existence the things on the physical plane that we would want. We are spiritual beings on a physical plane for the purposes of learning how to master and use the physical plane. So guys, get out there today, boldly ask, journal and ask, do the things that we have talked about. The principles that we have set into place are yours, and the world is yours for the taking. I know you guys can do it. I know that you guys are destined for great things. So get out there and do it, guys. I love you very much. Bye.